But because the big news that will be taking place in Monrovia on Monday, we wanted to bring him on Saturday. And we also have our moderator here tonight, Mr. Wright, and I'm Fred, the veteran Smith, will be taking over the shift in bringing President Boto on Beg To Differ on Top FM 105.3 today. So you're going to hear educational news today, and I hope you enjoy it. So, Mr. Boto, you're not a stranger to us. Uh, so just introduce yourself instead of me doing it formally. I will give you the opportunity. So everybody relax today on a Saturday. How have been your Saturday so far? And then you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, veteran Fred. Thank you. Yes, my Saturday had been eventful one. We actually had a time to uh, do some errand based on our schedule for Monday. Yes, to those of you hearing about me for the first time, I'm Eric Z.M. Botu, hail from GRAN GEDEH, Washington District, with a PhD in cultural anthropology, currently the president of the GRAN GEDEH University. Yes, we are planning now to launch GRAN GEDEH University that was passed into law in November last year. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, His Honorable Jeremiah Mankun, will be launching GRAN GEDEH University to the public April 6th, Monday, 10 a.m. at the Monrovia City Hall, formally letting the whole world know that there is a government-owned university now on the block in Liberia. Thank you. As you can see, the T-shirt on me, that's the launching T-shirt we have. We are distributing them. Um, right here is the chairman of the board of trustee, and then the vice president, the chief launcher, and then Dr. Botu, the host. Interesting.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I thought you were calling me.
No, no, no.
Okay. So yes, fellow Grangians,
Okay.
I'm here tonight to
So
inform
yes,
you. Fellow Grangians, I'm here tonight to inform you. I'm hearing an kind of echo in the background. I don't know whether it's me or someone else.
Okay, let me make sure. Alice, color your microphone, and everybody color the microphone hearing us. Okay, I think much better. Okay, I think it's much better. You still hearing the noise?
No, it's okay now.
Oh,
Okay now. Yeah. So yes, fellow Grangians, compatriots, I'm here tonight to appeal to all of you to be with us on Monday. It will just be 2 hours at the Monrovia City Hall, where we will be launching GRAN GEDEH University at the same time, appealing to the public while we launch our endowment fund. Why endowment fund? Endowment fund is meant to help us in the face of gaps. Whenever there is a financial gap, institutions do launch endowment fund as a way of adding up to what they need. Yes, our endowment fund is meant to augment the gap that we have right now. We have the gap of hiring qualified teachers. We have a gap to improve our infrastructure. We have a gap to train our teachers and have ongoing teachers training, which of course we currently have a scholarship that we want to expand. We need resources Yes, as a university now, we need to compete with the rest of the world. That is the reason for which I am here tonight to appeal to each and every one of you for your support. And before I yield, I want to say a big thank you to Levi Gamma, a young entrepreneur in Dubai who had pledged 20 laptops at the cost of 10,000 United States dollar and cash of 5,000. We are grateful for this kind gesture towards the training of young generational Grenadians.
the training
Thanks
of
to all of
young
you who are contributing.
generational Grenadians.
Thank you
Thanks
to all of you who are contributing and contribute. Thank you.
Okay. So let's go
Okay.
first. So let's go. I'm hearing echo.
First,
Somebody cut out the microphone. I'm hearing echo. Somebody cut out the microphone. Okay. Dr. Boto, for people who don't know and want to contribute, before we get back to the endowment, launching of the endowment fund, other question about that, people want to know the history of the institution. Tell us the history of Grand GEDEH University, how it came into being, and keep our updates.
Thank you. Thank you, Veteran Smith. Grand GEDEH University was actually Grand GEDEH Community College. Grand GEDEH Community College came into being through a legislative act that was sponsored in the lower house in 2010, 2011 by Honorable Zoe Manuel Penu and the late Representative Kabak from Lofa County. And in the Senate, it was sponsored by then Senator Isaac Yinabo and others. Today, it was to becoming a university. It was sponsored in the lower house by the late Madison Guyon and Dr. Bole, and the bill of concurrence was sponsored in the Senate by Zoe Manuel Pendo once again. Yes, and the concurrent bill was sent to the president in October last year, signed into handbill as law in November. That is how Grand GEDEH University, Grand GEDEH Community College transformed from being a community college to becoming a full-fledged university. As a government-owned institution to transition, it needed to go through act of legislature because government has to sponsor it. So for government to sponsor it, it has to go through legislative act stipulating the essence, the essence of the institution. And Grand GEDEH University is actually meant to decentralize tertiary education in rural Liberia, which of course is now taking place in as we speak. We currently have influx of young Nigerians who should have migrated to urban Monrovia for tertiary education. Yes, it's the journey started far back in 2011.
Now take us through the diversity of student body. What make up the student body of Grand GEDEH University population?
Currently, we have a population of almost 1,005 students. Um, Currently enrolled, actively enrolled, we have almost 800 students, and then um, some form of dot massive created by the decertification of the nursing department. Our nursing department was decertified about 2 years ago, putting out of allowing almost 700 students to be out of school, allowing almost 700 students to be out of school.
Okay. I know a university with all different colleges or departments where we stand on the different colleges that make up the institution. I know, Dr. Bote, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You are asking the questions about different colleges.
Yeah. University with all different colleges. I'm hearing echo. Alex, could you call out the microphone? Where colleges that make up the institution. Something not going.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You are asking the questions about different colleges.
Okay, you can answer it. I don't know what happened. We have a
Yeah, there's a
technical
kind of
problem.
echo. That's why I
Yeah,
wanted
let me ask the technical person before we move on. Alex, what's going on? Alex, what's going on? We are hearing noise in the background. The guest can hear the question. There's an echo. Okay, let's try.
Yeah, I think it's okay now because
Okay, okay. So I was trying to tell for you to enlighten us about with all the different colleges as a university.
University.
There are no
There are no
university.
university.
I'm hearing.
I'm
I'm still
hearing.
hearing
I'm
echo.
still hearing echo.
Echo. Alice, what's going on? I'm hearing the echo. We're not enjoying the program.
Enjoying the
Okay,
program.
Sounds from me.
You
That is
got to
why I
shut.
mute myself.
Okay, my.
The sound is coming from my end, so that is why I mute myself.
Okay, they're muted. They're muted.
Okay, they're muted. They're muted.
Okay. Okay, let's go on, Dr. Boto. The with all colleges as part of making the university unique and strong in this uh, decade of higher education, where your university stand in terms of the colleges, the makeup of the university.
okay. In every university environment, you have colleges. So Grand GEDEH University at the time, as I said, was a community college that had 6 departments. Now that the college itself had been elevated, the new law automatically elevated the 6 departments at the time to colleges. So currently we have the agricultural college, we have the college of education, teachers training education, we have the business college, we have the science college, we have the liberal.
Uh, what's going on? Dr. Boto? Running frozen. Alex? Something is going on, Alex. We have some technical.
We have some technical
Nothing much. Maybe internet is not actually set.
problem.
Okay. Okay, I think he back now.
Okay.
He back
Yeah.
now.
Okay, I think he
Let's
We
see.
back
have
now. He back now.
we have the
So you can
college
cut it
of
off.
we have the liberal arts college have with the elevation we are looking up to creating or having 18 departments. So under the business college we are intending to have the College of the Economic College of Economics, and then the College of Accounting, and then the Public Administration, and then on agriculture, we are intending to have the General Agriculture, the Agronomy, and then Forestry. On the Science and Tech, we want to have Computer Science, and then we want to have Building and Construction. Under the liberal arts, we want to have mathematics and then English. On the education, we are looking at the secondary education, teacher training education, the primary, and then general education. So yes, those are the 18 departments we are intending to expand in the coming semester.
Okay. We had some technical problem. We didn't hear all of the 18 colleges. Could you just go briefly and just name some of them fast? Because my my our panelist, Mr. Nemo, who just arrived, let him introduce himself. Then we'll continue the interview. Mr. Nemo, introduce yourself to our special guests and to the callers.
I'm George Numbo, one of the panelists. I think this is your second time on this show, right? Do you hear me?
It's kind of breaking.
I said, welcome to the show. No, I believe this is your second time on the show.
Yeah.
And good evening to you. Good evening to the listeners. And good evening to fellow panelists. Thank you. I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Numo. We have our special guest, Dr. Iri Zé Mboto, happens to be the president of the GRAN GEDEH University. So, Dr. Boto, I know you named some of the different colleges that make up the university, but we have ran into some technical difficulties. Will you go briefly into all of them? You don't get to explain, just call their names because we might
Okay,
have
as I
questions.
said, we have the agriculture, the business college, the education, we have the science and tech, we have the liberal arts, and then the nursing college.
On the health, we heard that you are anticipating with something with the German MSA to help with the new referral hospital. In how things to be working right now, or have you all gotten to that stage where you'll be training staff, nurses, and other from the hospital? Have you all reached to that level or agreement, or is still pending?
Okay, not just the German embassy. We reached out to several embassies. Well, one of the main focus point with the German had to do with helping us improve our nursing college, and our request had to do with equipment and resources for the nursing college. The reason why we engaged the Germans specifically about the nursing college had to do with they being um, the the partners that help with the building of the referral hospital. So we felt that if they can put money into building a referral hospital, then we can also engage them to help us improve the training facility that will actually train the nurses for for this particular hospital. Because veteran Smith, I must admit, it is difficult to recruit nurses from urban Liberia to go to rural Liberia. So with us now having this training center, the university, if we actually equip the university to train quality nurses, it will go a long way for the partners who actually put their money there. Yes. So the engagement is ongoing. They asked us to submit the concept notes and see how what we want, what specifically we want from them. So we requested for learning equipment, like in the simulation lab, we call them domain. And then other equipment like microscope, and you name them. They seem to be interested. Yes. And one of the things that was actually giving us a problem was electricity. We don't have city power on the campus. We we are using solar panel, and the solar light fluctuates, and it cannot take certain equipment. So we reached out to them to say, look, if you help us to equip our science lab or our nursing center, that will go a long way in helping in producing or training quality nurses. Yes, we are in the stage of looking at the concept notes we submitted to them. And on the other hand, we also engaged the French. I think you saw the French ambassador recently who visited us. We submitted the concept notes about they helping us improve our computer center. So she wrote back and said that her team is reviewing the concept note that we submitted to her. So yes, we are engaging stakeholders across the country to help us improve the institution.
At this time, I will stop my questioning and go to Mr. Nemo. If you have, Mr. Nemo, we're talking about the launching of the endowment funds for the University of Grand GEDEH University that will be held on Monday at the City Hall in Monrovia. So you have any question for our special guest, the president of the university, Dr. Iris Mboto?
Yes, I have a few questions. Welcome again, Mr. Boto, or Dr. Boto.
Thank you, Mr. Nimble. Thank you, Nimble. Thank you, sir.
I asked the board chair before when he talked about France or French ambassador, this and that. And I asked him if you people have a course, have French as a course at the university. I'm from Maryland, and at Tubman University, they have French as a course. They even have Grable as a course. So I don't know, maybe that could encourage the French ambassador. Maybe they can even send a volunteer, maybe from France or maybe from the Ivory Coast, who they would pay to be teaching there. What do you think about it? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if
you want me to answer now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Honorable Nemo. Thank you. Yes, we do have French as a course. So it is based on this background that we engage the French embassy, that we a French library that will help the students in doing their assignments and their coursework.
Correct.
And one of the things that we also discussed was about decentralizing Alliance Française from urban Monrovia to rural Liberia, because not everyone who wants to learn French has to go to Monrovia to Alliance Française. Now that we are a university, if the partnership works, we should look at building up our French department to a level that it can be a branch of Alliance Française in southeastern Liberia. So yes, we are currently offering French, and we intend to improve it to the level that students graduating from GRAN GEDEH University can actually be used on the international level. You said something that struck me, that we have students learning Grable. So I think in my next
no, I was saying at Tuckmore College of Technology or Tuckmore University in Maryland.
You said at Tuckmore University students are learning Grable.
They teach Grable as a course.
That's what I'm saying. I said you just said something that I seem to envy because we got to also look at GRAN now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, if our neighbor is teaching Grable, then we shouldn't be left behind. Let's teach the young generation GRAN as well. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. I just learned something new from you, which I will be taking. I will do. I will ask my staff to do a research on to see how it can work with us as well. If we can also learn our dialect or the GRAN dialect as well.
I mean, you don't. You and I have,
because when I was in school in Ghana. When I was in school in Ghana, I learned one of the Ghanaians languages because it was compulsory. You needed to choose one of the Ghanaians languages, and I was forced at the time to learn one of them. So yes, this actually kind of refreshes my mind about the importance of one's own language, not just speaking it, but to be able to write it as well, because our culture of today can only survive through language, because if we cannot communicate our way of life, it becomes difficult to pass it on to the younger generation. And the preservation of our culture can only be done through languages of our own.
Thank you. Okay, question number 2. You listed some departments, some colleges, but I might be sounding, biased. I didn't hear engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering, architectural engineering, mechanical engineering. I mean, those are areas we did not pay attention to from the get-go. When Kwame Nkrumah was building Kumasi Tech, Togo did nothing. He did nothing. There was no engineering school, and most of the electrical engineers, most of the engineers in Ghana, they are from that school. When when Kenneth Kaunda was building a dam in Zambia, I went there. I saw it. During early administration, I went there and saw the dam. And when Kwame Nkrumah was building dam, and when how do you call it, the Egyptian leader, were building down. Talkman were buying Otago generators, and those dams are still operating. So I feel that I know you people need to include engineering. That is baboon. That is baboon. I mean, that's my suggestion though.
Thank you.
Civil,
Yeah,
mechanical, electronic, or electrical, what have you?
thank you. Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah.
It is strongly considered, but um, currently we are offering civil engineering,
Okay.
which of course we call uh, construction, building and construction.
Okay.
The reason is this: uh, you know what it takes to offer engineering, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of resources,
I know.
and you don't want to have a half baked cake than a half baked cake on the market. You want to have a well prepared, well baked, and well structured cake on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, we are struggling to attract professionals, professionals in the engineering field. So what we
Right.
did is to hold on to civil that we call building and construction. We will gradually
Okay.
activate, we will gradually activate the other areas based on funding and based on resources. The more we have the funding and the resources, the more we will incentivize the salary in those areas to attract more qualified teachers. Because you don't want to just say we're doing it and student come from it and somebody is asking them, oh, why you're there? And luckily for us, TVET, luckily for us, TVET is active at the high school level, where you have Motolata, our Motolata, Zuedu Motolata performing extremely well with their TVET program.
Mm-hmm.
So we try now, we engaged the EU, the major sponsors of the TVET program at the high school level. If they can help pair with us to offer tertiary education to the graduating TVET students. Because remember, the TVET students coming out of Motolata are actually receiving a high school diploma. So we are saying, if you can help us out and help us furnish our department with the needed resources, we can offer a tertiary diploma to enhance the process of the TVET at the lower level. But again, it takes time and it requires resources. And that is the beginning of what we are doing. That's one of the reasons we have decided to launch Grand GEDEH University with an endowment fund that will help us to acquire our resources for the engineering, the science and tech, the agriculture, and other departments. But to start with urgency, the nursing department of Grand GEDEH University, we want to argue that it should not be second to none. It should be the best, because our nurses leaving the university are going out there to treat human beings, and that their work should speak for itself. Their work should reflect on the kind of education they will have received from the Grand GEDEH University. And that should be what we want to be known by. An institution of quality, an institution of good learning. Yes, we have engineering as part of our curriculum, but we are very careful in bringing it forward because of the situation we find ourselves in. But hopefully, we will roll it out gradually.
Yes, I think you are heading in the right direction. Oh, I when they had Tuckman College of Technology, I went to Tuckman College of Technology in Apple.
And Honorable Nimbo, let me just let the cat out of the bag.
Okay.
With the path we are taking right now, where one of our sisters, one of our brother from Maryland, Honorable John Wallace, who married to a Grandidian, decided to build our science and tech structure of $1 million. I think we will be competitive in the region. He has pledged $1 million infrastructure. He has pledged to build an infrastructure for our science and tech that when completed and utilized fully, I know and I believe GEDEH graduate from that department, graduate from GEDEH University will be second to none.
Right.
Yes. So yes, we are heading in the right direction. It just was time.
Perfect. The TC story I was telling you, we were there. We didn't have qualified instructors. We didn't have laboratory. And I'm not trying to spread bad news now.
Yeah.
And because I was the only student on campus that had typewriter, we cut the stencils, we went on strike, and we were expelled. And what happened? EU, when we went to Toba said, "Oh no, you people have to individually reapply." And after the coup, we met with Wesen said, "I'm going to go there," and they will call you back. And that's what happened. But when we went back, EU was constructing the engineering laboratory, and EU equipped the laboratory, and EU sent 2 instructors, and the Japanese Volunteer League sent, I believe, 2 instructors, and the Liberian government approached through the Ministry of Education, approached the Arab League, and we had, I think, 4 or 5 professors from Egypt. All Liberia had to do was to provide transportation and housing, and they were paid by Arab League. So some of those buttons, I'm just advising you, that some of those buttons you gotta be punching them. I mean, and the engineers those days, you could not get Liberian engineer to go to Harper to teach. So we paid, or the college paid some Ghanaians not to come to Harper from Kumasi Tech or Kwame Nkrumah Institute of Technology. And the Liberian government also paid Indian professors. The head of the civil engineering department, Vaniapan was an Indian. So we gotta work out, but the economies in Ghana and India they have improved, so it'll be hard to get them. So let's punch the buttons where we can get the people, on bilateral or technical assistance, like the EU or like.
Our current story almost like that of yours. What we did recently was to approach an organization in Georgia,
Mhm.
where an organization that has veteran lecturers. People
Right.
retire but still feel that they still have something to offer. So what they want is just housing, transportation, and kind of little
Right.
stipend for food. So we signed with them, and we will start when we begin our new semester in May. We will be receiving full lecturers from that organization. So if everything goes well, it means that the partnership will look at various different departments and see how we can look at engineering as well. But
Mhm.
as you rightly put it, it is difficult to attract an engineer to come and lecture because engineering is one of the lucrative area of learning. It's one of the lucrative career. So bringing the person to rural Liberia is not going to be easy, but we are hopeful that with
Mhm.
the partnership that is about to give us lecturers in agriculture, in education, and in our business college, yes, we are hopeful that we can also attract an engineer who will come and elevate our engineering department.
Mhm.
So we are also taking
Oh,
the same
okay.
route. We are
last
taking the same
last
route for you
one.
to.
The last thing I have to say is short now, is for you to have a robust online presence. Some engineers or doctors, medical doctors, and what have you, could be here and teach your course at your and volunteer, at your institution. So I'm Veteran Smith. That's what I wanted. That the last thing I want to say.
So Dr. Boto, what he talking about in the diaspora, having someone from there will volunteer to teach engineering on the blackboard. So that means you have to have Wi-Fi on the campus and
Right.
all of that. They will volunteer to teach a course in the classroom, so you don't have to worry about. Because I know some of the people from Grand GEDEH are civil engineering and having this different background. They don't have to come to Liberia through technology. They can say on Thursday, Wednesday, and Friday, they will teach the course and connected to the university. That means the university should be Wi-Fi. Have all the Wi-Fi. I was discussing it with somebody from your college also. Other universities have Wi-Fi. Most universities have Wi-Fi in America. Why the school system and the university don't have Wi-Fi? And so I know you will be talking about that today. Pretty soon. Anybody that step on Grand GEDEH University campus, they can put on a laptop, a computer, because the whole campus will be Wi-Fi. So we'll soon be getting there. I know somebody from the diaspora will volunteer, or the fundraising drive that you're going through, you will get that 1 million endowment fund, and then you will be able to utilize the whole campus Wi-Fi, the science department Wi-Fi, every classroom. So then people can volunteer to teach from America, from India, from any part of the world. So you will not be shortage of teacher. What do you think about that, Dr. Boto? Before you answer, let me welcome our honorable person on this show, Christopher Nippe. He been very patient. Mr. Nippe, introduce yourself and greet our guests. Christopher Nippe, Honorable Nippe. Are you with us? Okay, he's not with us. So, Dr. Boto, what you think about that
Yeah.
idea?
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Nimbo, for the wonderful suggestion. Yes, it's part of our proposal, and it's something that we attempted doing, but you have to look at some factors. When I first came, we engaged companies here to help us with this new form of internet called Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we actually installed Starlink at the campus last year. But then at some point, it became slow. So we decided to discontinue with that company and then do a proper research and see who we can hire. So yes, with the coming semester, we are intending to have Wi-Fi. The reason why we have not shifted drastically is because of the $1 million science and tech proposal. That includes computer science. So the building, the $1 million structure is purely for computer science and our engineering department. Yes. So we don't want to start something small when we have actually made up our mind to go up big. But again, with the issue of Wi-Fi, yes, this coming semester we will have Wi-Fi on the campus. We had Wi-Fi before, but because of the slower nature of the one that we had, we decided to discontinue with them. E-learning is now e-learning is now the new generational form of learning. If you look at learning in recent time, learning has evolved. You're not forced. Back in the days, it was not back in the days it was not easy to have this kind of face-to-face, far distant form of conversation. But we are now in the fifth generation of technology where one can sit at far and learn, and at a click, you can have all your information. E-learning is actually part of our development process. We have spoken with, currently we have 4 institutions in the US that want to kind of have teacher exchange program with us, but not necessarily that they will come on the ground. They will work with us through our curriculum through e-learning, like the University of Villanova in Pennsylvania,
Okay, yes.
and the La Roche University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we engaged them. Like the La Roche, they actually gave us some educational materials as well. They accepted to work with our process, but through e-learning, and the teachers will periodically visit us as
Right.
follow-up. Yes, doesn't mean that they will be on the ground, but they will help us to build up our system through e-learning. So yes, we are not far away with the proposal. We are looking at 7 months, the $1 million structure based on the conversation we have. The money is there. So when
Mm-hmm.
the money is there, it means that the structure should be built faster for us to utilize it. So yes, we are hoping that by next year, because we're going to start the structure in June.
Mm-hmm.
So by next year, we are hoping that we will have a $1 million worth of structure that will set us on the global stage for e-learning process. Yes,
Yeah.
but we have
Okay,
also
that
acquired.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
Um,
so we are actually laying the foundation right now. What we are doing is the foundation. So by the end of our second semester, beginning our 2027, year, we will have prepared ourselves for competition on the world stage.
Thank you.
Okay, let me
So
see
yes,
you, Mr.
our
Honorable
dream,
Nipe is over.
we will have Wi-Fi by next semester for all the students as trial, so that they can start getting used to it before the actual structure is built.
Mr. Nima, let me
The
see
link.
whether Mr. Nipe, are you with us? Christopher Nipe, Honorable Nipe, are you with us? Okay, he's not with us.
The Starlink issue. I think you have to contact more than one company, and they open up maybe 3, 4, or 5 accounts for Starlink, and X number of students and faculty will have account number 1, account number 2, account number 3, account number 4. But if you have one account and they pay, I don't know, $50 or $100 a month, it would be slow because everybody would be online. So that's the problem I see. And you are Israel Jew, right? Okay. Once upon a time, I told the people of Plibo, I said, you know, y'all have Labor Cell tower here, y'all have Second Tower, y'all have Lone Star Tower. All those towers have internet in them. But the city is receiving money instead of prioritizing the schools to have access to internet. No high school in the country have access to internet. No junior high school. No elementary school. So my daughter came, she was in the first grade, went to second grade here in the US, and some of the things that she was learning about the environment. I said, but I went to TC, you know, I ain't learned these things here. So we have to pay attention. And students from the multilateral, I don't remember the names of the guys, but they wanted money, you know, from UNDP. I had my center, you know, called iTech. There they printed all the information, and they got the money they wanted, I think, from UNDP. Students in the multilateral, they can be in the junior or senior class and start taking courses at the GRAN University. Smart student. You can't waste their time. So, I mean, these are my inputs.
And Mr. Nima, before I transition from you, they call the honor program, where students take honor classes at the university, and then before they graduate, it helps them when they get out of university at a faster pace.
I say, Mr. Smith, my daughter is taking honor course. I did that with my strand of materials. In my second year at Tokman College of Technology, strand of materials, statistics, everything. I got scared. Honor courses.
But that's good, and I think Dr. Boto will take it. He will take it into consideration and bring honor program where the high school can be involved. And Mr. Boto, it's also a way for the student to be interested at going to university. Those honor programs make the student want to go to a university. If you have them being on the campus, seeing how college life is so beautiful, it's so good, and they want to go there. They want to aspire. So you start getting your student already recruited from high school to university already just through that honor program. So that's something good to take into. So let's go to the allotment budget. A university cannot survive with all getting funding. Take us through the allotment processes. What do you get from government and other sources?
Yes, when we were community college, we were we in 2023 we received 670,000. In 2024 we received 719. In 2025 we received 859, and in 2026 we receive 859,000 now that we are actually a full-fledged university. So yes, our budget, we receive 90% of our funding from the government. The reason is this: the government had enacted or has a kind of educational policy that we call free tuition. In 2018, the then president, His Excellency George Manewia, announced free tuition policy in the Republic of Liberia in all government-owned tertiary institutions, meaning that government will pay the, the tuitions of all enrolled students in government-owned institutions. So it means that we have to build the government. We have to build the government to pay the tuition, pay for all the courses that we are teaching the students. So it's one of the sources of funding, and registration is part. But our registration, we have one of the lowest registration fees. We are charging students $22.50 to register, because the government is already saying that, okay, we will pay the tuition. So we say, okay, we are encouraging students to enroll, so we lower our registration fees to $22.50. Yeah. So with us now being a full-fledged university, the budget line of 859,000 can no longer help us improve our colleges or even attract qualified lecturers, because you have to incentivize your salary structure to bring in a master degree holder from urban Liberia to rural Liberia. And the only way you can do that as a Liberian Metropolis, you got to put something good on the table. Why you have to convince the person why they have to leave Monrovia. Liberia, man, Monrovia business is not easy. Why the person should leave Monrovia to go to Swedru? Yes. So yes, our current budget line with the government of Liberia is 859,000 United States dollar.
Okay. Now let's go to the launching of the endowment fund.
Mr.
And
Smith,
this I come in, we'll get to you, Mr.
yeah,
Milo.
I want to say something in line with what you just said.
Okay.
The budget process, I was involved in it when I was at the General Auditing Commission. The GRAN University, there's no budget line for equipment, no budget line for books. So no, that's how it has been for all the institutions. And when Samuel Doe, not Samuel Doe, or George Weah announced the free education, all the institutions got together, all the fees they charge, it's more than what the tuition. That's one of the issues I have with the universities. One of the issues. When I was at Tubman College of Technology, you pay a breaking fee. If you break something, they will take that $25. If you break something at the end of the semester, it will come back to you. But nowadays, it's not happening at Tubman University. I don't think it's happening at GRAN University. So the flexibility must be both ways, from the university and from the government. And another issue, how do you call them? The agriculture company that operate in Sano and what they call Golden Verolium said that they have scholarship for every Liberian that do agriculture. So these universities are double dipping or triple dipping. So that was my
okay. So, Dr. Boto, you want to respond to that?
Well, I don't understand what he means by double dipping, but for what I met here has to do with the government announcing free tuition across the nation.
Yes.
So the tuition is kind of calculated and paid. And government is also paying some of our teachers. And it also has its line that because of this kind of free tuition, most of the allotment now it's kind of going to, the allotment is going to free tuition, because back then it is operational fund. So if the government is taking two things in both hands, the operational fund and the tuition, veteran, just imagine you taking two things in your hands at the same time. One will weigh you down. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is that the free tuition is actually having a stronger bearing on government allotment.
Okay.
Because it's paying the entire fees of the students, which of course I will applaud the government, because it's now helping the enrollment at the tertiary level. Most students are now enrolling. They are happy because they don't have the burden of school fees anymore. But then again, more allotment has to be done to the institutions for their operational fund. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me try.
George Noble, I want to do a course or do nursing. And I want to enter this coming semester. What will be my fees? How much will I pay? Government will pay my tuition now.
Oh, you asked me, Nimo?
I'm asking you.
At GRAN GEDEH University, we charge $15 per course. So
government will pay that one.
Yes, we will calculate the courses that you will offer. Is it gone? Is Honorable Nimo gone?
Yeah, continue.
So we will calculate all of the courses and credit that you need to offer for that semester in your department, and then bill the government. That's what is happening. That's what the government said. The government said submit the grade sheet and bill the student based on the courses they are offering for that semester. The name, the grade sheets, and the credit out. So yes, if you enroll in the nursing department in the coming semester, yes, if you are accepted, if you take the entrance and you are accepted, definitely we will bill the government for your fees. We will
So,
send
Dr.
your grade
Boto,
sheet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's spend the rest of the meetings this time focusing on the launching of the endowment funds. How you are going to meet your target goal of $1 million? What's the strategy plan before you try to do something? You have to strategize how you going to do it. Take us through. I know it's taking place on Monday at the Monrovia City Hall. Who going to help you? Who are the people you calling and to help raise this amount of money? I know you mentioned the vice president. Are there others in the diaspora? Are there others in the 15 counties? In the southeastern region, you have other university, community colleges that would benefit from the University of Grand GEDEH. How are you going to meet this 1 million uh, endowment funds?
Thank you, Veteran Smith. To actually achieve or to actually raise $1 million in a third world country is not a child play. But the strategy we are employing is by simply reaching out, widening our nets. What we did was to catalog stakeholders across the country, the diplomatic missions, the SOEs, the government-owned organization entities, the ministries, the 103 legislators, you name them, churches, religious body across the nation. The reason is this. We believe that by reaching out, widening our net, the possibility of raising the $1 million is plausible. Let's do a calculations of 103 lawmakers. If 103 lawmakers, each of them give us just a kind of probability, giving us 1,000 each, we would have raised 103,000 from the legislature, just the legislature alone. We reached out to the banks. For example, the African Development Bank. When we wrote them the reply, they said they don't give cash, but they do sponsor projects. So they will want to sit with us to see how we can further discuss how they can sponsor a project at the university. So let's assume we reached out to them for our agricultural lab. That will cost us maybe 120,000. That would have been deducted from the $1 million because we are saying for infrastructure. We also reached out to the World Bank, and the World Bank said the same thing. We reached out to the French embassy, and the French embassy had consented to helping us improve our computer lab. Yes, we may not necessarily raise the $1 million in cash, but with the pace at which people are responding to us, it means that it's possible to construct infrastructures that we are in need of. For example, the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia had consented to build a student center at the cost of $125,000. He alone. So you see, so if you look at the various responses, people are already chipping in. And a young guy, a young Grenadian in Dubai by the name of Levi Gamma had pledged 5,000 in cash, 20 brand new laptop at the cost of 10,000, which of course is also part of the $1 million. Yes, people are already chipping in, and what we did was to widen our net, to write stakeholders across the country. We wrote diplomats, we wrote organizations, philanthropists, religious body, and we are expecting them. Like NPA, the National Port Authority, we wrote them, and they said yes, they will be at the launching on Monday. The LPRC as well. Maritime, the commissioner for maritime is a Grenadian. He has given us his word that he will be there. So yes, we are hoping that the stakeholders that we reached out to will respond positively. And based on the signs and responses we are receiving now, tell us that yes, it's possible to raise in the money, the $1 million. We reached out to
Mhm. Well,
and
continue.
the second stage of this process is the diaspora. So we are hoping that June, July, we will reach out to the diaspora base. The reason that we are kind of a little bit working out modality is that we want a database of Grenadians that we will reach out to and let them know this is what we want. Because a Grenadian had already, from the diaspora, Eva Djibouti and her husband, John Wallace, had already pledged $1 million. That already smoothing the ground for us. So yes, raising the $1 million is possible, and even more than that.
And the last time I interviewed you, you made me honorable member, which I took that honor. But so far, nobody has reached to me yet. And so,
Yeah, so what
by
we
the
intend
end,
doing now is when we turn to the diaspora, because I know when we the same thing we are doing now, when we start with the diaspora, then people will start to ask for the details. That is where the contact, because when flyers, like for instance, if you see here tonight, you see the flyers, the banner, the booklet, the program sheet, contact point, everything. When we start to advertise it and reach out to a broader community, a diaspora community, we are hopeful that you will be inundated with calls. You will receive calls. And I trust Grenadians when it comes to supporting projects in Liberia.
okay. So let's go on the day itself before we take you to the callers. And I know the student themselves will have to contribute in a 1 million too. I know they will do. But let's go to the day itself, Monday. The first of its kind being held at the City Hall. And I know there will be other areas too. You will carry the fundraising, maybe the southeastern region, but you launch it first in Monrovia at the City Hall. What will happen on that day, Monday? What
Okay, on the
time?
day, the first thing is for the vice president to unveil and announce to the world and the public that we now have GEDEH University. That's the first thing, because the act has been signed. So we are launching it now. We are telling the world that, hey, please stop calling our community college, because to us, it's degrading now to call our community college. We are more, we are almost like LU now too. We are a university. So call us by the appropriate name. So the launching is an awareness telling the world that we have evolved. We are no more community college. We are now GRAN GEDEH University. So that's the first thing. And the second stage is having transition from community college to, to a university. In so doing, we need your support. We need your support for us to compete. We need your support to improve our infrastructure. We need your support for our teachers training. We need your support for proper library. We need your support in, so we are actually targeting two birds with one stone. Launch the university and then appeal as a way forward. So we are saying GRAN GEDEH, launching GRAN GEDEH University with an endowment fund. Yes, an endowment fund. An appeal that follows the launching. Are you there?
Okay. Dr. Bote, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. You took her through the vice president declaring her as a university. You also took her through other formality. When were the actual uh, launching people giving the pledges or giving, say, I will give $50,000? How would that process take place? And when
Okay,
we
so
end?
so this is how we intend doing it. After the launching, the vice president will have a what we call a goodwill message. So we kind of parcel it to see. We don't want it to be so broad and say, "Oh, can't get money now." So what we intend doing is after the launching, we will say to all those that received our messages, our letters. If you have anyone here, like for instance, we'll call MPA for goodwill message, LPRC goodwill message. We start naming them because we wrote them. And those any other person, maybe you are there and you are in your capacity as an individual or institution, if you have a goodwill message, we will welcome you and give you the platform to donate. So our donation is actually saying goodwill message. If you have anything to give us, yes. So yes, we will give the platform to everyone to speak and donate, because basically we have two things happening at the same time: launching and then having an endowment fund.
Is there any social interaction taking place after or during the ceremony?
Oh no, because of the protocol.
Okay.
Remember we having almost the entire top five in the same house, in the same venue. You will be having the speaker, the vice president, and ministers coming in. So the security will be so high, and the protocol we just want to go straight to the point, and then a social event will take place in Zwedru, where in Grand GEDEH, Zwedru, where the institution is, in the form of a homecoming. After we shall have had the launching in the diaspora, then we will now turn to Grand GEDEH and say we are coming home, and then tell the people of Grand GEDEH what we have raised and what we have done out here. So yes, we will defer the social activities to the county where the institution itself is located.
Now, people hearing your voice right now in the diaspora and wanting to give, what do you tell that person? I mean, I know you
Well,
talk about in June, the format will be developed, but some people don't want to wait for June. They hear your voice right now and say, I want to give, or they hear something going on Monday, we want to do something. Will that fundraising be televised on TV for people who are in the diaspora watching it live and want to contribute, or any part of the world? Would there be live televised launching of the endowment for people to
oh
see
yes,
it and believe it and say, now we can contribute? Would there be a number that people can call that number and say, I want to contribute?
oh yes, definitely. Like this organization called GRAN GEDEH New Beginning. There is an organization called GRAN GEDEH New Beginning for Development. They are actually based in the diaspora, but they said, well, before you reach to the diaspora, we still want to give. So yes, we have them on the program sheet for Monday, and then we have our brother Levi Gammon, who is in the diaspora as well. He already pledged his 5,000 United States dollars to the endowment fund. So what I want to say is this: if anybody wants to donate, if you feel touched, if the message of sponsoring, the message of contributing to educational development in the county is resonating with you tonight and you want to give right now, I'm suggesting that you should reach out to the veteran Fred Smith. He will give you his number. The reason why we want the package, we don't want to have fragmented support here. So we want it to be a package. So we are suggesting that please send your support, your contribution to veteran Smith. He will give his number at the end of the program. Yes, if you wish to do so, please send your support to veteran Smith.
Okay, thank you very much. And I can be reached at 424 area code 202-8599, 424-202-8599. And that will uh, give you my name is Fred Smith, and the number and 424-202-8599. And if you're in the diaspora, the Zelle, that's my Zelle information right there will go straight into my account. And then put something there, your name, and put, say, the endowment for the University of Grand GEDEH. You can abbreviate it, and I will know that is for the Grand GEDEH University. Or you can call me directly. If that number is so basic, the 424-202-8599. You can try my other number, area code 856 668 0240. 856-668-0240. And I can assure you, I'm passionate about education. Every dime will be sent to the university in your name. Thank you very much. So at this time, let's go to the callers. And the birthday man doing a good favor for us today. Alice Wulu, today is his birthday and he working hard. So through you, to your birthday, maybe it will bring good luck for the university to meet that $1 million target goal. So, Mr. Alex, let's go to the callers and let the callers maybe say how they can help the university to raise this fund, or if they have questions for the president, uh, that Iriza and Buto. You can do
All
that.
right. So, folks, we'll go to the line and pick up your call here. So, Dr. Eric Boto will explain why we're not ECCS pertaining to the Grand GEDEH University. So, it's about time that you interact with him. Maybe you don't understand anything about fundraising program. Yeah, or you want to contribute towards it. You can call on 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504 are the numbers to put it through this evening. And you're going to be live on the program at Beg To Iffer 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. Let's hear you on the phone line. The line is open 776 105 105 881 14 3504. You can put a course in, and then you're going to be live tonight on 153 on the program at the 6 105 105 881 14 3504. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. Numbers supporting you going to be waiting for you. Let's see we get some here. Yeah. But the line is open. Let's hear from you, right? 776 105.
Evening, good evening.
Yeah, Mia, where do you get that from?
It's Father Joe B. Where you calling from? Jensen Hill. Right.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, I would like to go to college to the university level. Especially, I was speaking to you. I'm an architect.
Okay.
And I went to the college from still graduate to the community college to the university because we, engineering department, but then I don't have the credible instructor to able to give a degree. So most of us are sitting down waiting for engineering. The university, it was to really update the engineering department, because the engineering department is very important to the university.
776 105 105 881 14 3504. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. Let's hear you. The line is open 776 105 105 881 14 3504. As we wait a call, we take our things some and keep it. Okay. 076 105 105 881 14 3504. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. You're going to be live tonight on top 105.3. Let's hear from you this wonderful evening. Yeah, I think it's time for you to call. Yeah, because if Mr. Bodo leave for you, say I will not understand the one, will not do the other one. The man here now. That time for you to call and asking about the fundraising, or you want to get own of money, yeah, you can just call and say how I get my own of money. If that mobile money number, you know,
Okay, Dr. Boto, you you heard the first question from the caller. You want to respond to it?
It wasn't too clear on my side, so I don't know if you can kind of paraphrase it for me.
Uh, uh, he was saying that he did civil engineer or one of the engineering courses. He got his bachelor, but he can't continue for his master,
How do
and so
we
he been
is the
sitting there.
university paying them? That's the first question.
Okay.
The second question
Mhm.
is the I know that from what I observe, because I'm close to the university, from what I observe, most of the teachers who are what is he doing, what the university is doing to actually grow their own teachers. That is scholarships and other things, so that if anytime and you will have a gap. And that's my concern. So what is he doing? Thank you. Thank you.
Please, can you just go back to your first question because the internet is just
Why is government not covering or paying all the professors at the university wide? And how is he answer the why question? How is he those people who are not covered by the government payroll? How is the university paying them by what means? That's my first question there. And I think they understood the second question, right?
okay. Okay, thank you. 776-105-10. What happened tonight? Don't do that to us, right? Yeah, we're begging you. Don't do it to us. 776-105-105. 881-143504.
That's any every I'll call you from a major capital, Moreover.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Why?
Yeah, I want to say bravo to the president, Mr. Boto,
Mm-hmm.
at the District University.
Okay.
I am a product of that great and noble institution at the same time called community college from the Department of Agriculture. Like things we are being yearning for. And such a person that is there now, that is seeing the interest of the college and the student, that's the kind of person we need. And he is the one, the rightful person. And we pray to support him in any way to push the college forward. So I want to say bravo to him.
Seven seven six 105 881 14 35 04. Let's hear from 776 105 881 14 35 04. Are you going to be live tonight on the program at Beg To Iffer?
Co-host Archie Wright, produced by Alex D. Wooloo. Every broadcast night from 9 p.m. to 12.
0776 105 105 8776 105 105.
Updates from Britain Town. Begins with bringing power to break down the issues that matter most.
04 are the numbers to put it through, and you're going to be live on 3. Let's hear you tonight. 776 105 105. All right, so it's already 10:40. But I can show that on the screen. Yeah. I come in. Let me just give you the question again. Yeah. The internet is very much distant. Yeah. All right. This is a question, Dr. Bolo, to you. They say, Dr. Bodo, what is the government not paying all your teachers, and how is Grand GEDEH University paying those teachers or professors? So the person is asking, they want to know why the government is not paying the teacher, and how the university are paying the professor. They want to know.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
Yeah, before Dr. Boto answer the question, let me welcome
Thank
one
you.
of our panelists, Dr. Zaka, and let me say that. Oh, my brain, Zaza, Mr. Zaza, who happens to be part of the Grand GEDEH Association in the diaspora. I'm so happy that we have a representative on this program, also a panelist. So welcome to the show, Mr. Zaza.
Thank you so much, the veteran. Thanks to and the Dr. Boto for being here. The co-host and the host, thanks to Top FM for giving us this platform to be able to share the same space with great men like you. It's an honor being in your company. Thank you for having me. And hello to all of you listening to us out there. We are here because you are out there to listen. We pray that you listen. And also that we will learn from you. You can call in case of anything. But we are here to deliberate on anything that is supposed to. Thank you for giving me the time.
Okay. So Dr. Bojo, it's all yours. You can respond to the quarter's questions.
Okay, thank you. The government of Liberia does not actually pay all the teachers because it is not that possible. Because the university periodically changes its courses. it kind of higher based on the curriculum of that semester. So maybe if we have 120 courses for this semester, we then scout for lecturers who can teach those courses based on their qualifications. So it's not possible for the university to have all her staff as permanent lecturers. So that is the reason why we have permanent and part-time. So the part-timers are assigned courses based on the university needs for that semester. Yes. So let's assume you need someone to teach agronomy, certain area in agronomy for this semester. And next semester you will not have agronomy on the payroll on the you will not have agronomy. I'm sorry, you will not have agronomy. So based on the rotational schedule, we do hire, and it is based on that we kind of assign permanent courses, and those non-permanent courses are the one we give to part-time. How do we pay our teachers? We pay our teachers based on the fees we charge. So if we are charging students tuition, then we should be in the position to pay the teachers from the tuition. Now that the government of Liberia is actually paying the tuition, it is from the tuition fees tuition collection that collected fees that we do pay the teachers. They are based on the assigned courses. But we want to follow the trend of other universities where we sit and keenly look at their curriculum and their credentials or their qualification, and make a kind of offer that will allow them to stay permanently. So with us now being a university, we are doing everything we can to submit some names to the government to put on the payroll, and the rest of the names we can also hire them permanently with contracts. Like what we are doing with their contractors. We sign a year contract with them and pay them per course, $100 per course. But again, it has a downside to that. Sometimes some of the teachers can only have only one course, and who will want to live on only one course? So we are looking at ways and means to hire some of them permanently, and then on the other hand, increase the offer that will attract them to stay. Yes, we do pay our teachers from the collected fees, and the government cannot hire all our teachers. I think that because we kind of rotate the courses every now and then, and some teachers may not just we don't they don't teach every semester. Yes. So let's so you need 10 teachers this semester, and next semester you need 15, and then the other semester you need 20. You see, so you kind of keep putting them on government payroll. It will be difficult. So those permanent courses, we then submit those names, and the government can hire them. And those rotational courses, we take care of it. We take care of them ourselves from the fees collected. Thank you. And
there were other questions. One about someone talking about he did civil engineering and other engineering, and now he just waiting. He wanted to upgrade his status. How long he have to wait?
I can assure the caller that he will not wait longer. He will not wait longer because of the way we are engaging the process. We are reaching out to the public. First, it was just sitting down and waiting for the government to do it. But we are saying no this time around. I think we believe that it is our engagement that, as I said, Carol and encouraged or motivated our sister and her husband, John Wallace, to come forward to construct um, a facility worth $1 million. Yes, so with the launching, we are also reaching out to stakeholders to come in. So the caller, we can assure them that they will not wait longer because um, we are receiving positive responses from the stakeholders that we engaged. Like as I said initially, the uh, Ar- African Development Bank is asking us to come up with a concept note of a project that they can engage. The same with the French embassy. They want a concept note for for our French library. So yes, we are putting the pieces, put the puzzle together bit by bit by putting the pieces together. You can only build a puzzle when you have a clearer picture. So with the pictures in mind, we are now putting the pieces together, reaching out here and there, and the government will come in based on our cry. So we are kind of going around, and hopefully we will engage the government strongly based looking at the case we have. People are actually responding. So yes, it's plausible, and we are happy that we'll be having the Vice President of the Republic in the same room with the Speaker of the Republic. The Speaker has the obligation when it comes to budgetary hearing. The Vice President is the President of the Senate also. And then we have other stakeholders, ministers, the Minister of Finance, other ministers in the same room of our launching and our LFU. It's they're telling our father sitting down in the room as if we are hungry, but we are looking for chigisu, we are looking for pepper to cook, and the father is there hearing it. So definitely, we know when he leaves the room, a decision will be made to enhance our situation. Yes, we can assure the caller that we are doing everything we can to improve the facility to having all our students return, to improving their qualifications. Yes, I'm receiving a text. Sorry about that. So yes, thanks to all of the callers for expressing their concern. But we are working tirelessly. And if there's any institution that you are also aware of that we can engage, we can reach out to. My doors are open, and we are willing to work together. Thank you.
There were two more questions. One have to do with agriculture, which you all have a department. But he said he been taking agriculture and he also want to go to the next level. So what would be that level at the university?
Well, first the agriculture department, um, like all the other departments, were actually offering AA degree. So now, with the elevation, it comes with transition that they will now offer bachelor. So yes, there is those of you who enroll initially for the AA degree, you can now transition to the bachelor degree um, courses and then complete your bachelor. So you can reach out to the departmental heads or reach out to the department or the college for more information how you can transition if you want to continue to the bachelor level. But we cannot First, end of you, those of you and who enrolled initially for your AA degree, if you want to complete it and then come back later, no problem. If you want to continue to the bachelor level, yes, you can get more information from the school.
One other person was more like a praise. He believed in you and he feel that you the right person for the job and he feel you would do well. When you hear that from a caller or sometimes your student, how that make you to feel, Dr. Boto, when people have confidence in you that you can take the university further and they know you are the right person to do the job, how that make you to feel?
Thank you, veteran. Actually, it then motivates me to say that I have the right team. No one person can take praises. It's a teamwork. What it does is that I have people willing to work with me, and that we were all recruited on the right boat. The only thing is there's one captain, but then we have crews. One captain cannot just get on the boat today and say I'm going. No, you need crew members on the boat, on that boat with you. So yes, it's motivating to hear that I have the right crew members on the boat with me. What I can take from it is that we will aspire to do more. We will fight to do more. So that education is about legacy. The knowledge acquired, if you can leave a legacy, that is the actual education. So yes, I want to tell the caller thank you. It's a teamwork. It is not just Dr. Boto. It's everyone, the instructors, the teachers, the contractors, the hard laborers, everyone doing their best for the betterment of the university, even including the caller themselves. Because if you can weigh us, grade us, then it tells us about your interest. And we will continue to encourage, admonish everyone to continue having interest in the university to keep us on our toes, because your interest is actually motivating us to do our best. And we are willing, with everyone involved, including the veterans mate having me on for almost 2 hours now. It shows that how well we love our institution. Thank you.
Yes. Let me ask Mr. Zaza if you have question. If not, I have another question, but let me give it to Mr. Zaza, he our panelist and also part of the diaspora. And so, Mr. Zaza, any question for the president Boto of the Grand GEDEH University?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Boto. My question may likely, or may, yeah, let me just say, may likely be a little bit off, but it's intended to prepare us. So you spoke about education being a legacy. You got your education in the diaspora. It don't have to be America alone. But you know that in the system in America where you stay, there's a foundation that everyone goes through when it comes to scholarship. You as an educator, do you think of maybe crafting any kind of bill that you can go through some people that you know that Labro can have a foundational scholarship system, national scholarship system? It doesn't have to be me knowing Dr. Boto for me to get scholarship, of that for me to know Senator Penny if I get scholarship. You see, all of us go through faster here in the US. Can you guys, the educators in Labro who have learned outside of the country, benefited from the system, can you guys help us craft a little bill that can go through our legislature so that Labro can have a foundational, you know, budgetary funded system that everybody, you don't have to be you don't have to know a politician to apply to for scholarship. And, that's just my question. Just my apology to you if it's not a question. I can get to say maybe a recommendation as well.
Thank you, Mr. Zaza. You know, I always like to joke with your name. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I think this is a kind of suggestion, and it's taken strongly, but it kind of partially plays into the bill that was submitted recently by Honorable Marie Johnson from District 3 of Grand GEDEH County that speaks to having what she call national national loan,
Right.
student loan.
That's what I was just about to say. Her case is seeking loan, which we may
Yeah.
also still
So
be limited. That's what I think about. But I wanted something like
yeah,
a fast track.
so I think with her starting by her rolling the dice, it kind of start the process. So if someone else can push, I think I will have a conversation with Honorable Jerry Yobo, who once upon a time brainstormed about this same issue. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he might have put the bill on this issue before. Otherwise, I will draw his attention to that again. But once upon a time, he spoke about it. I think he had a press conference as well that people being selected for scholarship should not be based on who know you, but should be based on fairness and across the country. If we are having scholarship for like right now at the Grand GEDEH University, for instance, we have two types of scholarship. We have the scholarship of merit, based on the fact that we have students who are outstanding. Then, beside merit, we have needy students. It may not be that bright, outstanding student, but he needs something to go to school. So we have the two forms of scholarship: the needy students, and then the outstanding students. So, with your suggestion, I think one can look in the direction to see that scholarship should not be tied to who knows you and who can push you, but it should be based on national that you are in Liberia and it's your entitlement, that fairness should be across the nation. Thank you for that suggestion.
Mr. Zaza, any question?
Yeah, I want to do a follow if you don't mind, please.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we got usually, although financial aid is the same as scholarship, but what I'm seeking on a Boto, there are several things we call scholarship in Labro, hand out. What I'm talking about is that do we have a funded scheme that even if that Boto is no more, people who on that scholarship will continue to go to school. Right now, it's your idea. You say, you know what I mean? I want those who are doing well to be in school, which is a merit base. And I want those who want to go to school, even though they are not doing well in their education, maybe there's something making them not do well, but we still want to keep them in school. That's your idea. What happens if you leave?
Okay, so this is one of the, if I will look at it carefully, then it plays into the government free tuition policy.
That's what I'm saying.
What the government of Liberia is saying, that going forward, nobody should pay school fees if you are enrolled in any of the government-owned institution. The government will pay your fees. So yes, partially there is a scholarship in place from the government library that is paying the school fees of all students across the 10 universities of Liberia. Right now, no one is paying school fees in LU. Tuition is free. The only thing the president does is registration, which is the prerequisite of receiving the scholarship. You must be registered. You must first of all be enrolled, registered. Then the government now come in to pay your school fees. So yes, there is a kind of scholarship across the country for all students. So right now, if you actually tabulate it, you will see that the government is paying school fees for close to almost 100,000 students.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
So it's the government free tuition policy. Partially, is it a scholarship? Yes, it came to encourage tertiary education in Liberia.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have two more questions before you gave your comment. I interviewed one of your graduates from the community college, Patient Kuroma, this week, and she graduated from the University of Liberia in the media department, communication. And some of your graduates also want to help you, or maybe is there a media department at your school? Because you can't come as because you don't have a bachelor uh, right now for someone to come as a TA or other thing. What role can she play? She got a communication degree. Do you all have a media department or anticipating or having one? And if it's so, how can she be helpful to you all?
Thank you. Yes, indeed, with the transition and the revised curriculum, yes, our liberal arts department is looking at having the um, what we call multimedia uh, courses where those with the communication degree can come in and teach. But what we are looking at now with the benchmark of the higher commission, the higher commission is encouraging us to hire lecturers with graduate degrees. Those teaching those we have to hire to teach bachelor students should be graduate students. It is based on that the University of Grand GEDEH decided to build the capacity of all lecturers. So as we speak right now, we have close to last year we paid the school fees of 6 lecturers. 4 had graduated. Now we step it up this year to 14. So we are looking at 20 lecturers, hoping that in the next 12 months or 18 to 12 to 18 months, they will be coming out with their graduate degrees. Then we will be set for to fully meet the condition of the High Commission. Yes, so with that, we are looking at expanding our curriculum based on the 6 colleges, the liberal art colleges. We are not fully expanding them because of lecturers. As I said, we want qualified lecturers. But with her, I would like to speak with her further because there is a kind of engagement that we can have with her, like in the business college. Those teachers who are currently pursuing their graduate degree are being shadowed by those with graduate degrees already. So they are not so like what LU does, ALU will say TA, but the Liberian government is kind of getting further with the issue of TA. The TA, you cannot have a TA for 2-3 years. The issue for TA is that you, as a lecturer, you are doing something and you want someone to help you out periodically, but not permanently. Yeah. So the government is kind of frowning on issue of having a permanent TA. Just so with that, we can look at how we can utilize our services based on her qualification, not just her, but students in the same category. We cannot promise her a full-time employment or teaching employment when we are being advised to step up our hiring benchmark to graduate degree. And the reason for that is you have, according to the High Commission, you have several bachelor degree holders teaching bachelor students all around the country, and it's kind of lowering the quality of education in some areas. So the government is saying, look, you can have TA for years. A TA should just be for a period of time that the actual lecturer is away, maybe on leave or maybe sick or attending to something, then he or she can come back easily. Yes. So yes, we will reach out to her and have a conversation with her and see, because we are in the, as I said, in a transitional period, and the likelihood of needing most of our graduate is high.
So a graduate hearing you right now, and they say, I know you're struggling financially, but we know the impact you all had on the education growth. And they say we want to contribute, but the area we want to contribute in is the media department. Can that person come, and maybe they're not focusing too much on the money, but want to do something for the university in the media to strengthen the media department? Would that be the type of person you are looking for urgently?
Oh yes, because right now we have only one person on payroll as a PRO. So if we have somebody who who is willing to offer that kind of services, we will be happy, because right now we are in a modern society where the issue of communication and outreach is important. If you want to be known, you should have a stronger media team to help you reach out, because you can we are in the fifth generation of communication stage, so we have to catch up with the rest of the world. So we like Harvard, you will see sometimes, you will see Harvard having program, it will just pop up on your screen. These cookies can pop out from other universities and institutions. It is because they have technology, and their media team is willing to transform their information into these kind of smaller messages. Yes, we are open to having a discussion in that direction.
And lastly, if I would be remiss, and people would say, veteran, you asked all your questions. You didn't ask him about the diaspora coming out of a project where the university interacted with them, provided them 14 acres of land, and to put a modern park that would be not too far from the campus. How you work on that project from the diaspora, Dr. Buto?
I I don't know how to express this, but if I use the word overwhelmed or happy, it will be an understatement. For a group of Grandidians to come together and say, look, we are willing and prepared to undertake a project at the tune of $500,000. This is huge. This is huge. Imagine people are willing and prepared to put everything aside just to improve the extracurricular activities at the institution of learning, simply because of heritage, is huge and commendable. We are thankful and happy, and it is welcoming, because for someone to take their hard-earned income and sponsor a project at that magnitude is not common. Thank you.
Okay. So we're all keeping you longer. I know you get a lot of work for Monday. And if Zaza don't have further question, and Alex, you have a question? You been birthday boy, you've been very patient. Any question, birthday boy? Alex? Okay, he not answering. So Dr. Boto, you cannot give your closing comment.
Okay, I want to say a big thank you to all of you and to all our listeners. I want to take this time to appeal to you that Grand GEDEH University will be officially launched on Monday, April 6, 10 a.m. at the Monrovia City Hall, after which we will be looking up to our diaspora base in June and July. And at the latter end of the year, we will be going home as a homecoming. Whatever you have to support Grand GEDEH University Endowment, 1 million endowment fund, we are calling on you and pleading with all of you, those of you who are touched tonight, to support education in rural Liberia.
Yep.
We need qualified teachers.
Oh, okay.
We need qualified teachers. We need resources and improvement of our infrastructure. We need to compete with the rest of the universities across Liberia. We are now a university. We want to produce, or we want our graduate from the nursing department to be second to none. We are asking and appealing to all of you, whatever way you can support Grand GEDEH University, please. Monday, we are launching our university, and at the same time appealing to all of you. We will welcome your support. If you are in the diaspora and wish to support us now without waiting for the launching in July, please reach out to Veteran Smith. He will receive your contribution. Thank you, and let Mama Liberia be blessed. We are doing this for Mama Grand GEDEH. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Irize Mboto, president of the Grand GEDEH University. Thank you for being a guest for I Beg To Differ, 105.3 FM. We really appreciate your time spent with us today. So we just transitioned from the president of Grand GEDEH University. Now we have our own panelist, Dr. Zaza. Zaza, let's keep the ball rolling on education, and maybe we have about 45 minutes. We can delve into other key issues happening during the week, and from there we can call it a day. What you heard from Dr. Boto about 2 hours ago, or 2 hours spent with us, and he launching an endowment for education to upgrade the standard of the university, $1 million. What do you think about that initiative?
Thank you, the veteran. You know, these are important issues that we need to welcome. We need to encourage the progenitor of this idea to continue to think positively and continue to invent. But Labraki is a little bit difficult, especially when politicians are involved. Someone will go somewhere and say, you know what, I'll give you $500, I'll give you $1 million, I'll give you $3,000. And the moment you leave and the moment they leave, that's it. You can't get it from them. And I can use GFK as a case study. It's been 2 years now since they promised to give GFK $1 million. I mean, $20 million. Can somebody tell me how much is GFK getting today? I don't know if they get 10 million. I think they're about 9 million something. I don't really know. But the speaker went there and promised they're going to put 20 million in the budget for GFK. Now the speaker is coming again with the vice president. I don't want it to be like I'm attacking the speaker. I'm just trying to say that we should be careful when senators, when politician comes around. But they don't give you cash, take their pledge for a grain of salt. Because people got a life they have to support. You know, they got a standard of life, especially when you are a senator, a representative. You got a way of life that you want to live, and you're not going to use your own money, to do certain things. So they limit their spending. So I really wish when people come on Monday, they will give cash and not do pledges, so that Grand GEDEH will go for it. The idea is a good idea, and I really want to appeal to Grand GEDEHs. Those of you who want to see Grand GEDEH prosper, if you have that money, please invest. Let's forget the too much pledges. This is in America. If we actually unite ourselves and say, you know what happening, let contribute dollar per person towards education, I'm sure Grand GEDEH education will do well. Or let invest dollar towards, if I let just say, let invest dollar to Labros Grand GEDEH's in adequate development. 50 cents go to education, 50 cents go to health. Mr. Smith, I'm telling you this: if we do that in the diaspora, if that's something we want to buy and do, we'll do well. So that is, a year, every graduate is paying $12, right? Now, if you take about, let's just say you get 1 million graduate in the diaspora, there be 1 million, 2 million. Let's say you get about 100,000 Liberians in the diaspora.
Yeah.
Just tell me
Everybody get $1.
Yeah, just tell me about
$2.
12 by the end of the year. So these are good ideas. I really wish we also take responsibility and not just look up to the how to call the politicians that are coming. We welcome the speaker, we welcome the vice president, but we also should take responsibility too. That's the part I don't want to go through. So if you are there tomorrow, if you want, if you be in Morovia or anywhere where you are, like for me, like the bottom of I'll try to make contribution from this side. You all try to chip in little thing, Don't say, oh, because if our president going there or the speaker going there, so the money looking for will get it. Even if they will get it, we can still do different things, we can still do a lot. Maybe we can even hire more what do you call professional professors from out of the country. We can bring Americans, we can bring Ghanaians, we can bring Nigerians, we can bring Europeans to upgrade our system. Or maybe we're thinking about we still got agriculture department that decide if we build greenhouses in that place. So we develop and grow things year round. So it's important. Let's get involved. We want to leave it on the shoulder of the politicians alone. That's what I want to say. Thank you so much, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, and our honor I like to help and contribute, but when it comes to education, I think you're preparing the next generation.
Yeah.
So I like that part of me. If you want to contribute in the diaspora and you don't want to wait until June when it will be officially launched, you can send it to my number. That's my Z number, Fred Smith, 424-202-8599, and I will send it directly to the University of Grand GEDEH. So myself, I will make my own contribution first. But I will make it first this Friday. So before I wait for y'all to give, so I will give my own $50.
Very good.
I'll put my own first style $50 there, and then you can beat it $50. You said the veteran get $50, I can get $100. That's fine.
Like I was saying, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
If like the example I was just giving right now is 100,000 Granadians around the world, agree to give $12 per year. $12, not give more than $12.
Yeah. Okay.
A year will be raising $1.2 million.
Look at that. Wow. What kind of smart way of
okay. Divided into two. Okay, let half go to education and half go to health.
Yeah.
In 2 years, we will be by far ahead. I think I'll make a suggestion to the association. Let's start taking it that way.
Yeah.
If we can get 100,000, we can get 50,000 people to give that $12 per year.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll do well.
And you can do it before the year over, or you wait until $1 every day until the year ends.
The way I'm looking
every
at
month.
Yeah. So let me $1 per month, right?
Yeah.
Good. Let's get to get $1 per month. So you get $12. You gotta wait for the end of the year. So I give my $12 right here. Like I didn't give $12. Mr. Brown here in the state gave $12. ARCHIE gave $12.
Yeah.
And then on the show alone, the 4 or 5 of us already giving one. That's sister, right?
Yeah, sister. Yeah, sister.
The 5 of us get $60.
Yeah.
That is just 5% on the issue alone. So by the time you go to reach 10, 50, 60 to 100%, you're already hitting like $1,000. You know? So I think we can do it. I think I'll make a suggestion to the leadership here. Let me think about it.
And if you hearing my voice, as they're thinking on Monday for the $1 million, let's show something that impressive. We who in the diaspora, you heard the veteran voice. If you might want to give $50, maybe 20, 25, all added, at least let's give by this week 1,000 or 2,000 or 500. That would be an impressive start just for a week. And we do that every week before June. That would be a big sum, man. If we get 500 every week times what? Times 5 months, 500 every week. Zaza, how much that will reach to?
500 every week in a month?
Yeah. Yeah, in a month. And then in a month, and then you look. That's about 4. Okay.
Let's start with a month.
Okay.
In a week, it got 4 months. No, excuse me. In a month, it got 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So 5 times 4. That's 2,000.
Yeah.
Now you turn that 2,000 by 6. You get 6 months.
Yeah.
That much. That 1,600, right?
Yeah.
1,200. That's it?
1,200?
Oh, hold on. Say 2,000 per month.
2,000 per month.
And I would say you said $500 per day, right? $500 per week.
No, per week. Per week, yeah.
Yes, that's it. So $2,000 per month. And that 2,000 times 6. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's 12,000.
In 6 months.
In 6 months.
That's not bad.
Now the 12,000 coming to a year.
Yeah. 24,000.
Right.
Yeah.
In a year, I can reach 24,000. Simple as
that. And we just seen it. Some month might be more.
Yeah. You see it?
The first month might be slow, and then this first week might be more, and then the second might be slow, and so it will vary. So that's a good way to start. But I think also, Zaza, sometimes for if people trust and we build a mechanism of trust, people will do it. That sometimes that's what kills us when the trust factor, people start doubting.
Listen, Mr. Smith, in that kind of situation, some people got trust issue. Don't start big. Because Mr. Smith, right now, if I lost $20, it will not help me more than when I lost $200.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you asking for 500? Ask for either $1 or $5 or maybe $10 at most. Somebody can lose $200, you can lose $10 and say, you know, I think $10, man, I can get it anytime. You do the 1 hour shift, you are currently working for $10 per hour. All over the country, there's no where now somebody working for $10 per hour. Everybody working, at least $15 and upward. So if somebody lost $10, it won't hurt them much because 1 hour shift can cover it up. Get $200 from somebody, $500 from somebody, you scare them. So just start low. That's how I see it. Now, if you start low, it's like you $12. And you see the $12 being low. You see the $12 putting quota somewhere or putting electricity somewhere or putting something in some kind of hospital. Guess what? The next time they don't pay $12.
Okay.
You want to pay $100, you want to pay $200, so don't start big. Get the thing, if I get them $500, it's nothing out of it. Then you discourage them completely. So start low, start $1, $2, $3. Any mistake, you're putting a there, you got $1. Even though they will talk and say you're not trusted, but at least they will not hurt them much. Then when it is a $500, $600. So I feel in the kind of thing you not risk, don't call for big, start small, and keep pushing it, support it, and you'll go. That's how we did it. We don't have $1 right here.
And before I ask you my next question, let me give my number again because such an honor given to me. I want to do well, Mr. Zaza. Anything people put me attached to, I want to perform it well. So if you believe in the veteran and you're in the diaspora and you love the university and you want the university to be successful, let me give you my number again, 424. Area code 424-202-8599. That is my Zelle number. And if you put it there and you have a Zelle and be in the diaspora, it will go straight into my account. And then I will put it straight into a special account saving so it can be saved. So
it's a 424, right?
424-202-8599. And the name Fred Smith is my Zelle account and Zelle name, and my Zelle account with the number and the name. It will go straight into my account, and you can post something there. GRAN, GEDEH, GGU. And then soon as I see it, I will know it's strictly for GRAN GEDEH University. And then I will put it in the saving. So every week I will turn it over to them. Every week. So trust me and make me proud by doing it this week. I will give $50. So I want you to either beat that $50. Mr. Zaza says start small. $12, $7 it would be, and you do it every week. $12. That would be fun. Right. So when they're doing their own during the week, Monday we doing our own on this side, and we give it to them. It will encourage them to say, "Oh, they're doing it. We can do it too." So please share it with others. You don't have to be from GRAN GEDEH. I'm not from GRAN GEDEH. I'm from Riverside. But when it comes to education, I'm very passionate that every citizen living in Liberia should have the same education that a veteran obtained from UCLA in California. So I want you to have the same type of education. What Zaza got, I want you to have the same type of education too. So if I can contribute or my legacy can be anything, I want somebody to be better than a veteran. Some people scared for other people to be smarter than them. Mr. Zaza, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I want you to go and do better, have a better degree than me, and be better than me. That's what we need to call for. Don't be afraid.
I want to support you on something.
Yeah.
One thing about education, especially when you're from our country, it's not just for that county that you're thinking about from Riverside. Let it, for instance, we invest in Riverside, and Riverside produce about 50 doctors. Like Mr. Smith, get Dr. Smith, maybe it's a brain surgeon, he's an eye surgeon, or maybe whatever surgeon you may call him. If he leaves Liberia, they say what? The Liberian doctor. They're not going to say Riverside doctor. You get what I'm talking about? The people are going to move today.
Right.
They did not say American. They did not say California going to the moon. They didn't say
American.
Americans going to the moon.
Mm-hmm. And then they need one Canadian joining with them. So that's the only person with them.
What Canada he comes from? It doesn't matter what family he comes from. His name is not important in this case.
Yeah, American. You're right.
When I came to this country, my first job, I do a contract with Boeing.
Yeah.
The Boeing facility in St. Louis.
In California too.
Yeah, for them, their contract is to build weapons. They bunko bunkers, bunko buster. I mean, that's what they built. So I went to one of the offices, and I may not be able to quote it right, but I think the person said, "We can do well. As much as we don't care, who takes the glory." And that's what America is. Now when they say American discover the moon, they didn't call the person who went to the moon, they didn't call the person Neo. They say Americans. Now currently, what happening in Iran? That like entire America there, but if one person just take a bomb and go and blast it and come and say American bomb the place.
Yeah.
Even though it's one person who may have gone there.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm just saying in support is that when you do it for Grandidians, you're not just doing it for Grandidians, you do it for Liberia. So if you love Liberia, opportunity they're giving you, do it. So that's me. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
And Zaza,
yeah,
saying you talk about going on the moon, I just want to bring a historical trend, memory lane.
Right.
In 1969, America went on the moon. It's been 50 years.
Right.
I remember when they went on the moon, a little particles came from the moon or what, but we all started getting the thing Apollo.
Yeah.
The Apollo 11. We all, our eye, our eye was so watery. They call it Apollo. You get Apollo.
Yeah.
I remember that. I started my eye. You get it was just watery, and it said that the particle came from the moon. And it's been 50 years. You see how long it took for Apollo 11, 19, and now 50 years. They're going back on the moon, and they said they're going beyond where they did the first time. Can you imagine that? And we apply that to our education. We shouldn't be satisfied where we are. We want to go beyond where we stop.
That's true.
That's true. that was very unique, you know. And I was happy he talked about the Grand GEDEH Association, the project.
Yeah.
You know, that was very unique. And I know we'll be hearing more news. The engineer of the project will be coming on the air shortly, sometime in the future, to ready, because sometimes people want to see the work starting before they can believe it.
Right.
And as soon as it starts, people will start rushing to give or the help. I think they said they were going to clear the clearing of the land. That's the process going on right now.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So that's the process they're doing, and then the actual work begin. So we've been having a good show now. Now let's transition. Let me get my number one more time, and then we should transition to the how many minutes at 35? For about 20 more minutes or 25 to closing, and then we'll focus on another subject. So if you're interested in seeing the Grand GEDEH University become a 20th century higher educational university, then you need to support the launching for the endowment on Monday. They will be at the City Hall 10 a.m. in the morning, and the Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn will be the one heading it. And then officially, they're going to say University of Grand GEDEH, the community college portion of it. Some people still want to use it. No more will you call it community college. It will be officially recognized by the country of Liberia that the university now becomes Grand GEDEH University. So that the first part they will be played during the program, and then the other formality, people will start giving money and all of that. So we hope that program be successful Monday, and if you want to be part of it, to show your interest while they're doing the launching in Monrovia Monday, the 6th of April at 10 a.m. at the Monrovia City Hall. If you want to be part of history, you can go there. If not, you can, find ways to give that money. I know people who in Grand GEDEH, they will come back and they will have the luncheon here also. They will have refreshment, and then you can do your part. But if you're in the diaspora, you are the veteran voice, you can send your money to 424-202-8599. And that's my Zelle account number. And the name of the account is Fred Smith. Every dime, every nickel, every dollar, everything you gave will be turned over weekly to the university. I can assure you that every Friday I will be making a report on the radio. I beg to differ how much we collected during the week. So don't make me shame now. They have given me the honorary degree. Now other people get honorary degree, but my own honorary degree is my love and passion for education.
Yeah.
So y'all don't make me shame. Let them come up with a big amount so that degree is bestowed on me can be official now. I can go there and put on my gun. Say we honor you officially now. Say you have raised this money and we see it. We want to put an official gun on you. Now you
Right.
I will be proud. That means I got to come to Grand GEDEH to receive that honorary degree now.
That's true.
So anything can come to reality. Anything can happen.
Yep.
So when I see people getting honorary degree, you want to say, "Well, I can get it too." But you got to work hard. You got to do something.
You got to achieve it. You got to earn it.
You got to earn it. Yeah, all of that. So Zaza, to you, what were some of the big news of the week? Since we on Saturday, we'll be giving the last 20 minutes to talk about what some of the big news you heard about during the week. I mean, for my part, the big news was Sam Jackson officially being charged and being put in the central prison. To me, that was the big news for me. People thought it was never going to happen because first they released him, and the way it happened on Friday, they called him for investigation, and then from investigation they decided. Then his family had a press conference, and then the next thing we heard, they were taking him to the Marura Central Prison. To me, that was the biggest news for the week. And some people felt that, oh, what happened with the bond? The bond. And people said when it happened during the weekend, your lawyer can't do anything. Maybe something different will happen on Monday. So what do you think about that, Mr. Zaza? Was that the big news for you, or you have another big news?
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Jackson is a new thing, and we Liberians are very good at forgetting important things. Our land is still occupied by foreigners, the Guineans. We're not talking about it anymore. For us, it's not important again. They put on a back to it. And why the people are occupying our land, our lawmakers decide to go on break. For me, I think that's one of the biggest news. It proves how insensitive our people we elected are. And not only that, they only went on break, but they're discussing how to impeach their fellow lawmakers and not thinking about how they're going to engage Guinea to leave the land. Prioritizing the unprioritizable. I know what I write in English. A good English?
Yeah. Prioritizing.
So I think that's a news for me that we were looking. I wanted to keep talking about it. We shouldn't just give up because our land is in the hands of the foreigners and it's still there today. No longer talking about it. Samuel Jackson to me is a distraction. The other people go to court is not better than those who go to court. The greater one to us is that this time nobody is grabbing land again. Those days are gone. Going to jail is something that can happen anytime, Mr. Smith. Presidents can go to jail. The highest seat in the land, so that seat can go to jail. I remember Samuel Jackson, he go to jail. It's not a news. What is a news is that in this day and age, we're sitting there and putting our land for us. We're putting foreign land. Sovereign nation. That is the news that I want us to keep talking about. That's one. Then, like I said, the second part is the insensitivity of our leaders, those that we elected. Go to GRAN GEDEH. GRAN GEDEH get the best representatives. The other people will say, best representative ever produced. But let them complain. Go to Maryland, go to Samuel, all of them. All the best potential to give them. They're sitting out there and putting our land. So, Mr. Smith, I want to talk about the insensitivity of our people that is hurting us. So them taking money from all putting in their pocket. Now they are even allowing our land to go and they still go, they don't care.
And something happened yesterday. But let me add something to your subject, which is good. The French ambassador came tied into because the government wanted to engage the French president Macron to intervene about the border situation at Foya.
Yeah.
They went to Ivory Coast to have a meeting, a Mana River Union meeting.
Okay.
But also in the news that made news also was that the front page editor, managing editor,
Renessier.
yeah, became part of the news. He was interviewed by OKFM that he stand by his story that where he wrote about the French ambassador decided not to intervene when the President Baraka approached the French president to get involved because since they are French speaking country that he would be able to engage Guinea to try to resolve this matter. And the French president said he don't want to be part. So Ranessier came up with the story, and he stood by his story that someone within the MSA might have given that account to the reporter. But the French ambassador saying gave another twist to the story that also made news that uh, she feel that diplomatically French could be a positive part because they are friends to Guinea, friends to Liberia, friends to Ivory Coast, friends to Sierra Leone. So when you are friend to all of these countries diplomatically, then you can make peace. You can interact with your friend and tell your friend, and your friend will listen to you. So she gave a twist to the story, different from, he said she never heard anything of that the president and Macron said. But Ranessier said he's standing to his story that diplomatically people can, diplomat can spin on a story. So what your take on that? Because it's still going to, they're still trying to find solution to the 4-year situation, and you think by now the issue have been over. Some people say the border is quiet. We shouldn't worry about it. But some people, when you talk to them, the citizens are so fearful they can't go back to their district. Some and Sir Joseph said he carrying food there and to help. But the people are afraid to go back because they see the soldier at the border. They might not be doing anything, but just the presence there bring fear to the people. What do you think about that?
Thank you, Mr. Smith. The reality here is that our land is still in people's hands. That what happened, Mr. Wright, Mr. Smith. Liberia is in another country's hand. There is nothing to say, you'll forget it, we'll take it. No. For me, I think it doesn't make sense to me. Come to think about it. You run your little Beg To Iffer, or you run your steel podium regularly. One day somebody comes and say, from today, steel podium up for you. If for me, they limit your right to that thing. Then somebody telling you, say, oh, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Mr. Smith, are you going to be happy? If I'm just forgot this, the station, maybe the station would not make that much sense. But like where you working there, the position you occupy, what that feeding you, that is taking care of your plate for this before he's living in America. You can't live in America when you don't have any income. Somebody come and take the place. They say, just forget it. So that when it's in the play, there's something they call calm. Mr. Smith. Every day that goes by to put that crops to get in that bush is spoiling. Government not feeding them. Even if the government feeding them, how long the government feeding them for? They are living in people's houses. You left for instance, you leave your house, go to the Mamiata house. How long will you be comfortable living there? You can
I
visit
won't
her.
be comfortable. Yeah,
Right.
visit her.
You can visit her because she's your friend or your sister, whatever the case may be. But it's not for you to
Yeah.
be there for over 2-3 weeks.
No.
And then what happened to the poor? The poor dropped rent from their house. So how many people go? And today they're still over there. They're going to 2 months now. They say they play kind house. How come is it? Supposed to sleeping in people living room. We should understand that way, Mr. Smith. Just put us in that position.
Oh no, I've been we've been in everything that you think about in life. One day
Right.
we'll be writing our book of life. Some story there when you hear you will say,
So this thing is not something to say people calm down, you know, you have to play calm. It's not kind. You think you calm because you went there, you saw the place sitting there, nobody challenging them. Most of the people who learn the setting on, the people who get out farm, they're not going to farm.
yeah, that's
Actually,
another
going to
thing.
school, you're not going to school again because of that.
And the cross-border cultural interaction is very unique.
Maybe somebody told $50 from another person as a loan to go buy oil from a course to cancel it. That $50 loan is growing. The person doesn't care. You got to pay that money back. Some people take money from bank to go to Guinea to go get oil. Now they are stuck. They can't come back. They go close. All these things, think about it. So you say, oh yeah, they lie, they play calm, they play about free day. I don't understand it. See, I don't see it that way. What is happening over there is dangerous. People who supposed to be going on their farms, they set their traps. If you try to catch animal getting right in there. Or maybe the person say, you know what, I got my banana tree, I had to go call the banana tree and carry it to town to my banana tree getting rotten. Maybe somebody say, oh, my daughter should pay your school fees. Let me go sell my pumpkin so now the pumpkin is there, is getting rotten. People, their cassava, their peanuts, everything in that forest is getting spoiled. If you must be relaxed, the border is calm. Why you calm? So I think and this is for the reason how lawmakers they don't care because people come down that kind of news. Oh, the people nothing happening there. You think nothing happening there really? The border have been closed. Do you know how many people lost their things? So, Mr. Smith, that is not an easy thing. Like if somebody saying, oh, you calm down, the place is calm, the place is not no crime. I'll consider a crime if the people can come back and see about freely. You know, you were made not to be restricted. And the laws are almost all the countries in their books that freedom to move around. You can, you on Grand GEDEH platform. In the law, they say don't go to Grand GEDEH platform, don't go to Riverside platform. I will never go to know you because I'm from Riverside.
Yeah, that's true.
So
the country, in another way, the country has no boundary where you can go and where you can't go.
Right. Now, if you have foreigners taking your place, like if you have foreigners occupying that place, then you no longer have a right.
Yeah.
If your right is seized, how can we calm down when somebody's right is seized? People who live to that place, who supposed to go and go fishing to go catch their fish to eat, they no longer go there. People who go there to go brush their farm, they no longer go there. People who go across to go drink their little palm wine or maybe their liquor to say they no longer go there. Their rights are limited, and you say, oh, the place is calm, the place is peaceful. What sort of peace is that?
Yeah, you're right.
So for me, these are the most important things we're talking about. Thank you.
And three other news we'll talk about it briefly. We'll call it a day. There was a news, Zaire 50 years ago, Zaire, and it changed to the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Congo, yeah.
But I gave you World Cup news history. Zaire qualified for the World Cup.
For the World Cup, Jamaica.
This week. But during Zaire, they were defeated 9-0 by Yugoslavia. And Scotland beat it way back.
Oh, okay.
50 years ago.
Okay.
When it was Zaire, 9-0 Yugoslavia beat them. That was the first World Cup, and that was the first and the last until this time qualifying for the World Cup. 50 years. History broken the other day when they defeated Jamaica 1-0. So you see how history can come back if you persevere or persistent.
They qualify all Nigeria.
Yeah, they beat Democratic Republic also beat Nigeria.
They put Nigeria out.
Put Nigeria out, and then Nigeria filed protest and said ineligible player. Now we don't know yet. The protest is still in front of the body, but can you imagine if the body of sports, where FIFA will say, you know what, you want Jamaica, but we're going to bring Nigeria back into the World Cup. You know what will happen, Mr. Zaza? With all the things happening right now in sports, that Senegal won the African Cup of Nations, but the body gave the trophy to Morocco. So now Senegal have filed an appeal to a higher body to look into that appeal. What is going on in sports? All these things happening, man.
Okay, say you bring about the other one, the most controversial one. Let me speak this out.
Okay.
I think the FIFA ballot, the Africans FIFA ballot made a mistake. Mr. Smith, I for one have been protesting. I said FIFA is corrupt. The reason I said FIFA is corrupt, if you and myself had a game and I was cheated and you take the point, I think the best justice is to give me the point because you cheated to get a point. FIFA is saying they can't give out points for cheating, but therefore they punish the person who's oversees the cheating. So in other words, what they're saying, if you myself go to court, there's Samuel Jackson in court right now, and they go before the judge, and the judge cheated Samuel Jackson to give the government the case. FIFA is saying they should punish the judge so that another judge can make that mistake. But they shouldn't just say, government, you lost the case, and Samuel Jackson, you win the case, but they should also punish the ref. The ref is the decision maker on that field. So the ref don't do that decision, it will never happen. So they're saying any decision that they make on the field, the result of that decision stands, but they punish the ref. That is FIFA law. So if the ref gave a report, and in his report he did not say Senegal forfeit the game, why should you say Senegal forfeit the game? Where is that rule? So let me go back the other way around. You follow football. For instance, Barcelona and Real Madrid play. And Real Madrid fell cheated on the field of play. And it turns out the investigator indeed Real Madrid was cheated. Are they going to take a point from Barcelona and go to Real Madrid? Have you ever seen that?
No.
So what should
they would say whatever mistake happened, it happened.
But they will punish the ref, right? The ref is the one who encourage the cheating. But they will not take that point from Barcelona and go to Real Madrid.
No, they won't do that.
Why would you do it in Africa then? Why would you do it?
I'm learning that somebody on the board or CAF from Morocco, the vice president. So Morocco had influence. So Senegal is saying they want to know everything about what took place at that meeting. They feel there was a bribe. Something went on in that meeting for other than to turn around to say they must give the decision to Morocco. Something happened in that room.
It doesn't make sense, Mr. Smith. Football, not like that. For me, I said until they change that rule, Mr. Smith, you can't enforce it. That's a rule.
And then lastly, and we wait now to see whether that rule and the decision by that body will be reversed, and we'll see the illegible player by Democratic Republic of Congo that Nigeria file or complain on, whether FIFA will turn the result around. That would be interesting in this year for FIFA to say, oh, you had an ineligible player. So although you want Jamaica, now we're ready to get our decision. Nigeria will go represent. So Africa will have 10 spots in the World Cup. But people will not like this way if they would do that. So we wait to see. They didn't do it ever since,
But
but now.
Nigeria case is done, Mr. Smith.
But they filed an appeal. They filed an appeal.
FIFA rejected it.
But when they rejected it, because up until they won the game, they haven't given a decision yet. So we they still waiting for the decision.
They said FIFA initial decision was they rejected the protest on procedural grounds.
Okay.
And that is the note of March 2026.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that one appeal, the re-appeal. I just seen it right here. They say Nigeria appeal.
Okay. I know. The veteran was not wrong. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, that's what I was looking.
Yeah, actually appeal.
So when would they give that decision? And if they gave it, if it go the other way, what will you say? Just looking at it.
If the decision comes up to favor Nigeria, they will only punish DR Congo. They will not get it straight back to Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of punishment you expect?
I don't know. I don't know what the laws are, but what I know of in the past, major use precedents is that they will find them, to pay certain amount and ban you for a certain amount of games.
Oh, okay.
But they may not take them out of the tournament because if they take them out of the tournament, it will disrupt the entire tournament.
And I seems to agree with you because Morocco people were asking to ban Senegal from the World Cup. And the World Cup ain't got nothing to do with the African Cup of Nations. They wanted to ban Senegal. So people can come up with all kind of rational way of punishing people where not in the book. They wanted to ban, they were calling for banning Senegal from the World Cup. But they didn't touch that.
Yeah, they can't do it.
So to conclude for tonight, before we get our parting comment, something unique happened. Mamiata sent a recording, a tape. We play on the day, teach in, and you were not there, Mr. Zaza. But I took over the show. It was teach in. We taught people about TI, what TIA mean. It's TIA mean the minor stroke, not major one, minor stroke, mini stroke.
Okay.
And you know who helped out with the war?
No.
Mr. Wright was fighting. Archie Wright was fighting over the war he didn't know, and his wife, who is a nurse, came on the show.
Oh, wow.
He said what it means, and she talked about it, and we all. So you should be coming regular.
Oh, wow.
The veteran said, if you're not good in this type of thing, you're a nurse, you should be coming regular to help her when we're struggling over the world. And she helped her.
What happened, Mr. Smith? My new assignment, I work on Thursday night. So Thursday night to Friday morning, they tell me I come on the show. I could be able to come on. Seriously, I'll be able to come on from 4. But I'll only be on for only 2 hours. Yeah, so that's nothing that's going to happen now. And I'll be able to come on every night, every morning, but I may not be able to stay on throughout the show. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm working on because from 11 p.m. to about 4 a.m. to about 6 a.m. or let's say 5 a.m. I can be free.
So Friday is not in the picture because I teach in Friday.
That's what I'm saying. I want beginning this week. I want to try to start coming in.
Oh, okay.
But why it looks like is that I will not be able to stay on after 6.
After 6 a.m.
After 6 a.m. Yeah. So I can come on from maybe from 4, from 3, whatever time up to 6. But after 6, I will not be able to stay on.
Okay. Ali can come, set the subject matter, and then we can continue here.
Yeah,
something like that. And so last Friday we did TIA, and we talked about all the symptoms, and then from there we went to how ambulance service is an essential part of a healthcare system, where you take people from their homes, whether by helicopter, whatever means, that we need to develop ambulance, like the new referral hospital, caring people, from their homes, how it will be done, and which is so important because they have all the equipment. So when they take you from your home, they can welcome you in the car before they take you to the hospital. But if you take somebody in the car, they can't do anything with you. So that's why we say, how can we have ambulance, and that would be very useful to the referral hospital to carry people there and welcome people, train, because those guys are ready train how to welcome people before you get to the hospital. So that's what we did last Friday. So I don't know what will be coming this Friday. Yeah. So, but Mamiata recording was very inspiring, and in her own words. I have the recording. I will send it to you in her own words, and we played the recording, and everybody responded. The people who are on the state podium that morning and said I moderated the show, they all responded, and we talk about the condition, how she talking now, and getting the recovery stage is coming back. And so we all felt happy. The callers called in, they were happy. So it was a good day, a good show. Good show.
Yeah. So,
The-
Mr. Smith, that's one of the things I was
yeah.
talking about a day ago. You see, watching us. It's the chairman is watching.
Oh.
Yeah. You see, Mr. Smith, I was doing a research. I think I shared that document with Mr. Wright.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote the superintendent when I heard that they used 400,000 to buy ambulance. Excuse me, to buy transformers.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to see what kind of logic will work if they have invested that 400,000 somewhere else. So I got to know that the ECG, or you want to call it EKG, whatever you call it, but it's a patient monitoring equipment. That's the one when you go to the hospital, you can put on your hand or you put on your chest, they will tell you how your heart beating, your blood.
Yeah.
Just me, you be surprised. I think just $600. The portable one. Then people can be carrying, they want the ambulance, the one the patient can hold and they walk around in the hospital. That one. That's $600. And we don't have them at our hospitals in Sweden. We don't have them at our clinics. So what you just said is that we can buy one ambulance. That 400,000 people use to see the buy transformer. You can use 100,000 at most to get one ambulance. That 100,000 you can use about maybe 70 to 80,000 for the ambulance itself. Then the other 20,000 you use to buy the little equipment. So it's possible to equip an ambulance in Zedru that can go to any part of GRAN GEDEH to pick up what and be treated in the car while they're coming. And do you know what that is? It's another form of creating jobs. Emergency crew, you just train them on emergency. So if somebody call you saying that right now we don't have the money to buy a helicopter to be picking up from Kunabo, from Tuabo, from Bason, from Putu, guess what? You buy one ambulance. That 400,000 you can get. Use 100,000, buy one ambulance. Use the other 20,000, equip that ambulance. Then when they put the person in that ambulance, it should be able to tell you exactly what hospital will be able to take care of them. Because you don't need special. You just read through the document. It will tell you. They just show you how to. Like when I came from high school, I was doing electronics. Those meters, we put it on those dials. It can tell you exactly how long that dial will last. How many power in the whatever in it can read the entirety to you. There's the same thing about the thing when they put it on your belly. It can tell you exactly your heart rate, your blood level, your temperature. So like that, it can tell you how long it will take for that person to live and how long that person will take to die. We can do it. So the ambulance you're talking about is good. Other thing you explain, Jordan, come on, somebody dies with a witchcraft. Somebody getting a witchcraft slap. Somebody do the kind of thing, then all the kind of excuses can be given. Mr. Smith, if we invest wisely, we can do well. So the ambulance you're talking about is something that we're able to do. We are able to do it. How many lawmakers thinking about that one? They don't see it that way. But people are dying in Boston. People are dying in Kumebo. People are dying in Niao, Bow, all those places because they have to put a person on motorbike to bring them to town. Then people will be buying teacup, be buying light posts. The most important thing we're supposed to do, we're not doing it. And that is very, very disappointing. Extremely disappointing. We are not taking it that way, which is extremely, extremely disappointing. So start thinking about it. Those of you who are there waiting to vote for somebody, don't vote for a person because the person is your brother or your sister. These are things you should be thinking about. God forbid somebody fall down at the hospital, at the market there today. How do you expect to get to the hospital? Are you going to use a motorbike? Are you going to use a wheelbarrow? Are you going to ask somebody to use their car? What is their life? What is the level of life left in there that can take them from that place to the hospital? But the kind of ability when you get it in the car with kind of little equipment and the trimple to it, our country can be healthy. Even GFK said I'm thinking that way. GFK, I don't know what GFK get about the 14 hospital get ambulance. For that ambulance to take you from wherever to wherever, 25 in that over there. Government can get these things in every district. But how many district representatives are thinking that way? How many county superintendents, not superintendent, senators are thinking that way? It become like a mountain that they are that they are not able to climb. So if you want a better Liberia, this is what you need to be thinking. Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith gone. Mr. Wudu? It's 8 o'clock. After 12. I think we can stop this far. Mr. Wudu, if you are listening, can you please come on? Yes, after 8 now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you just came on.
Yeah.
I was saying, okay, after Labron.
Okay, so we're about to close, but I just wanted to let you know that what happened was that hospital closed in America, and they wanted to give everything to Liberia. All we had to pay for the containers, yeah. And Liberia said we don't do secondhand thing. So the Nigerians and the Ghanaians and South Joseph also took the ambulance, and that's how it got to Liberia.
Oh, it was said during the Ebola?
Yeah, I think before Ebola or after Ebola, somewhere around at that time with Radio LIB. So that's why I know the story. Because we intervened on behalf of the hospital, they came to us and we called Liberia, and Liberia said they don't, according to law, they don't do a secondhand things. Fire service equipment, other different equipment. They had it.
No, the law in Liberia says government should not buy second-hand things. They did not say they can't give you second-hand thing.
Oh. But guess what? And all they wanted for them to do to ship. They didn't say they must pay for it, just to ship it. So Joseph was very fortunate and he took it. And their ambulance became very useful during the Ebola.
Wow.
And some Ghanaian took it to Ghana, some took it to Nigeria. You remember over $1 million equipment, so many equipments in the hospital they were shutting down.
Wow.
Yeah, I can remember it so well. We got so disappointed with that law, secondhand.
No, but I don't think that's what it said. The law that don't buy second-hand thing. It did not say don't use second-hand thing.
Oh, so what's the difference now? What the difference? Don't buy second-hand thing, but you might not use second-hand thing. What's the difference in that law and the interpretation?
The law says, Smith,
yeah.
that for instance, the law because we'll be buying car every 3 years, right? The law says if the government is buying car for the law because they shouldn't buy second-hand.
Okay.
It should be brand new car.
Okay.
That's why that's why they said the price are 45,000 above. If you don't want a $45,000 car, you're gonna buy your own car, but the government will not spend money to buy something less than that.
Okay.
Which is the law. That's why even if they use the car for 3 years, the government can give it out to them. The government can sell it. The government can keep it. Because that was the law.
Okay.
I'll actually look for the real interpretation of it, but that's what actually about.
Can you bring it so we can discuss it on Friday?
Yeah, definitely, I'll try. I'll come with it. But they did not say. They did not say if somebody give you wheelbarrow, then because wheelbarrow, the government can't use it. They didn't say so. So they will not have plane. Yeah, our president can use the plane. Last time, I go for plane. They burn the president on the airport there. They nearly caught fire. It
was second hand.
Yeah.
But they were not purchasing it.
But at the same way, the thing you're talking about, they were not purchasing the point, giving it to them. The idea we can use it. The point I'm saying is that we can use it, but we can't buy it. All the law says. So somebody give it to you.
But money was attached to it. They had to come out with how much it would take to all those things to go. I said they were going to say duty free for those things. That could have been another option. They could have said, okay, duty free for all those things coming. Say it's given to Liberia.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
The plane the president was using, was it free? Was he riding on the free? You are muted.
No, that's a good question. I don't know whether it was free for him to ride on it. Yeah.
It's not free to ride. The point I'm saying, the law says do not buy second-handed thing for the government.
Okay.
Don't use second-handed thing. If that's the case, lawmakers who are there, who are using their second-handed card, and that's what they'll be using it because they're still government officials.
But guess what? And that's why they have the rationale. Every year they have to get new car after every 2, I don't know how many years, but they say they're entitled to new cars.
Yeah.
So one always wonder, why do they have to buy new cars? That's another thing too. Why they have to buy new cars? They trade in the old one for the new one.
Yeah, no, they don't trade you. They take it. They can sell it.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so do your closing comment, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay. I'm trying to get something.
Okay.
I want to see what the one says right now. Quick.
Okay.
Okay, so it's okay.
Why?
I'll look for. We'll look at it on Friday. God help me when I come back on Friday. So for me, from my end, Mr. Smith, thank you for keeping me on the platform. Thank you for sharing the platform with us. It's an honor to share a platform with a great veteran like you. There are lots we learn from you. Yeah.
Okay.
What I do want to say is that what we learn on this side are keeping us here. That small guy children, our children go to school, don't even know how they eat in school, don't even know how the car can then white gas, like for those who children can get on bus to go to school, don't know how the buses are being maintained, the food they eat at school, everything that they go through the books they get in library, you have to pay for children books, and the copyboard, the pencil, you have to pay transportation. It's not happening here. So that's why we talk every day that thing will happen in Liberia too. It's not hard. It's not difficult. We can do it. Because once a lawmaker will sit down and carry $1 million in 2-3 years, then why the country can benefit from that same $1 million? We can just close all the loopholes and invest more in the people. That is like all the hospitals should have functional ambulances, all the little districts should have functional, fire service trucks and everything. Our disaster management is not even effective. I saw it on George Weah, the former president, when that disaster strike in Nimba. Common excavator to go and excavate that place to take people out of that hole. The government don't have it. And people are being paid to serve in our agency. So we should reach the point where we invest in the relevant issues, irrelevant things. Let's equip our disaster management people. Let's equip our hospitals. Let's equip our schools. Let's reduce the money that we give out to representatives and senators. In fact, in other words, they can make the government services less attractive, so that people who want to serve can go there. We make it too attractive, people not going to go make money. They're going to go serve. How somebody be in your house for 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years? They want you to re-elect them, and they still don't have anything they can point to. And you still elect them. Let us think wisely. All these things we're talking about today, that is hurting Liberia, where our country is at war almost, and our lawmakers are taking break. If we have people who are thinking on Liberia, they are not going to take break. They are not going to go celebrate birthday and opening of houses and carrying light pole. They are not going to do it. They will sit and say, no, happening Liberia is at war. Let's stay here and make the decision. That's how I see it. And the other people say it happening in America is different. America case, we were not attacked. America is not attacked. If America was attacked, you see what the Congress, you see how the Congress respond here. So that's it. I rest my case. Thank you so much, Mr. Smith.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zaza. I hope every Saturday you can join us. Special edition, I Beg To Differ, on 105.3 FM in Zedru, Grand GEDEH County. This is the veteran Fred Smith. Hope you have enjoyed this special edition of the Beg To Differ Saturday edition. And you join us for the rest of our program on Sunday, Easter Sunday. And for all Christians that will be celebrating the holiday, I want to say a joyous Easter Sunday. And for those who are in school, happy Easter Monday in Liberia. And for you who are non-Christian, join the Christian in the celebration, because Easter is the holiest day of the Christian faith, the restoration of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So you will see the churches very packed tomorrow. Those who haven't been there for most of the time, they will go there tomorrow. So we hope happy Easter to you all, to our many listeners. And join us for the rest of our program on Monday for another edition of I Beg To Differ on this station, 105.3 FM in Grand GEDEH. There's a veteran saying sign up. And let me say, happy birthday to one of the producer and the technical person, Elizana Wulu. Enjoy your day and your birthday. And Mr. Zaza, man, he worked so hard, and it's his birthday, so he getting a special treat and the other staff for his birthday. I told him when he leave the work to go to a place in the entertainment place they call Ben Ping, have an entertainment place there. So he would soon be closing down, and he would be doing his renovation. So this is how we can support businesses in Grand GEDEH, wherever they are doing. So we're wishing happy birthday for all his friends, his loved one, and others who might be at that later on tonight at that entertainment play. Happy birthday to you, Elizana Wulu, and all his friends that will be there to celebrate with him. So, bon voyage, as William Stommerfee used to say. He used to listen to Stommerfee Express on EFBC Express. Mr. Zaza?
No.
Okay. He always plays Mr. Zaza. Bon voyage. Okay. He always plays. So good night. Have a pleasant good night and happy Easter to you, Zaza.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Mr. Wulu, you can take off.
Wow. Okay.
All right.